as I was trying to say, they would take the tires off the drive wheels of steam engines and they would cut the steel up and use it for making tooling and things like that. And there's a number of articles in here about heat treating, of course. He was also known to write an article about the coal that they used, as I'll show you over here. Talked about where they get their coal for the Garrett shops. If I can get it to... Okay, here we go. Well, that's the same article I brought up before. But I just thought I would let you hear about a local legend, if you will. James Mcsweeny. He was also a Grand Knight of the Knights of Columbus chapter I'm a member of. And a civic leader in Garrett before his death. He was also promoted to the Mount Clare shops, if that wasn't mentioned previously, where they built the locomotives. And at which point he wrote a number of articles on frame repair and things like that. There's one that goes in depth about, okay, here it is, how to repair them. This was quoted many times. Oops, not that one. I believe we want this one. Yeah. I know it's in here somewhere. Let's find it. Here we go. Coal used by the company was from Blacksmith shop was shipped from Frostburg, Maryland, near Piedmont, West Virginia. It's considered the best quality coal that can be obtained for use in forges. It has little very little difficulty. He was also quoted in Railway Age, I believe it was, for saying when he sees people on the railroad, they're either coming or going, among other things. So yeah, he was a little bit of an expert in his day and age from the early 1900s until he retired in 26 when the shops were removed from Garrett. So yeah, that concludes this documentary. If I find anything else, I'll put it on video and more details will be forthcoming. But yeah, I did find one article on the trade publications here. See, here's a layout of different shops. They used to do this, layout schematics and things of the old railroads and how they were dimensions of new experimental engines like water tube boilers and things like that. Things they don't do anymore. Now the railway trade publications like Railway Age are more like Newsweek or just trade publications. They're less scientific. Just talks about the news more or less anymore. But there is one that talks about the different welds. So if any of you guys out there are blacksmiths, it teaches about the different types of welds, like a butt weld, lap weld, jump weld, and things of the like that may not be covered in videos much anymore. And it covers them in details when talking about how they would fix frames or how they would make the drive rods for locomotives, or how important the blacksmiths were back in the day and age. Of course, there was a lot of back and forth about the trade even back then. So, yeah. Anyway, happy sesquicentennial or 150th anniversary of the driving the Golden Spike Day, May 10th, 2019. God bless.